Hey, everybody, welcome to the Tan Santa Discord. Look at that. Oh, new.
Well, damn.
Pretty sweet. Between driving an ice cream truck and mowing my parents' lawn, yard, field, been developing quite the tan.
Yeah, I couldn't cut my grass today. Still had standing water in the yard until about midway through the afternoon. Fucking
Yeah.
rain.
Today, my mom was just like, it's going to be too hot. Don't keep mowing the fields today. It's too hot. Just stay inside and drink beer. And I was like, all right, cool.
In other news,
Hey,
my
Skull,
car
long
looks
time no
almost
see.
normal again. Oh, hi,
Sweet.
Skull. Yep, finally got the bumper and the fender that got damaged replaced. And my headlights match again.
Hey, Vampire. You finally got the notification. Or you paid attention to Discord.
Nice.
Or you listened to us last week. One of those things happened. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got your bumper replaced.
Yep.
You were
Just
watching Asmon and
A
thought
lot
we
of
were more
stuff
important.
has been going
That's
on.
sweet. Yeah.
Oh man.
Couldn't do it in January because it was too cold. Couldn't do it in February because it was too cold and I was preparing for my friend to arrive. And yeah, just, things come up. Such is life.
Oh, how you doing?
We already
Skull.
greeted him.
I didn't get a chance
Let's go.
to because of stuff going on in my life.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It is. But it affects the show, so you guys have to suffer.
Skull, I'll give
I'm
you
not
the TLDR lore drop for the show currently. I got fired from my other job. Now I'm living back with my parents and I drive an ice cream truck now. There you go. That's all you need to know. Yeah. Sorry if we seem rushed at the start of the show, but we kind of are because Rimshee just got home. And
Yeah. And until not too long ago, the front of my car was still in pieces.
yeah. And I don't have an excuse. I was just chilling.
Yeah, my son's appointment went long, and then on the way home, I got stuck behind a fucking truck going the speed of smell.
Yeah.
How's that going, by the way? Is he making some progress?
Oh yeah,
Little
he's
guy?
making some progress.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's good. I feel bad for my dad because his appointment was everything was supposed to be going by noon, and it got delayed till 4:30,
Yeah.
and he wasn't allowed to eat or drink anything for 12 hours before,
Yeah.
and then they
that shit
delayed it
sucks.
4 hours. Yeah.
It's bad enough getting the camera into your lungs, but the fact that he had eaten for 16 hours, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll go under. He'll come home loopy. It'll be fine, but
You should make him a sandwich.
it's I think my parents are. I think my mom's gonna pick something up. on the way back.
Yeah. Although they're probably going to want him to not eat anything particularly solid at first, just to keep irritation down.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I don't know what the story is. I told my mom, like, I'll go and get anything that you guys need. Let me know.
Mm-hmm.
But she said nothing so far, so. All right. So, one of the ice cream truck driving pet peeves happened yesterday to like an extreme extent. I'm going up this dead end road because there's like a little cul-de-sac at the top. And at the top of this road, there's like 10 people in the yard, 2 adults, 8 kids. And as I'm driving by, they're all just staring at me. And so
Yes.
I turn around and I'm slowing down and I'm doing motions like, hey, you getting ice cream or something like that? And I'm just going like a good like 2 miles per hour, waiting for somebody to do something. Anything like a move along.
Bare minimum effort, please.
Yeah. And then finally one of the adults is like, no, we're not buying anything. Like, after I'd been in front of their place for like, including the turnaround, like 2 minutes of them just staring. Yeah.
Like, wave me off.
Do something. Just that.
Yeah. Anything. Don't just stand there
Shake
with
your
your
head.
thumb up your ass.
Shake your head. I've got 10 people just lock-eyed stared at me. Nobody's looking away either. And I'm looking back at them. And I'm doing my motions. Just nothing. Fucking annoying as shit.
Is that blank?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the face everybody was making. Ten fucking people. Do you know how weird that feels?
Yeah, I bet it's not great.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I didn't do a lot of reading in class in high school. Is because of how my voice is and like how the classrooms would kind of amplify it. Anytime I was reading something, everybody turns and looks at me.
Yeah.
I even had a couple of occasions where people applauded, and I'm like, okay. You're making it weirder. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another thing. So everything that we have in stock when I'm driving around, it's all on like these magnets on the side of the truck. You know, I keep telling people menus on the side. And then we keep like spare magnets for some stuff that we sometimes carry, like on the just like stuck to the freezer in the back. Just, you know, it's an easy place to keep them. And people kept coming to the back and looking at the freezer and trying to order off of those.
Oh, bummer. Fucking Sly Stone died.
Sylvester
What?
Stallone died?
No, Sly Stone from Sly and the
Oh,
Family
yeah,
Stone.
Sly.
Okay, I thought you were talking Sylvester Stallone. I was, goddamn.
No. Sly and the Family Stone made some good tunes.
All right.
Now,
Mm.
if Sly, like, as in Stallone had died, that would probably be the rest of the show. It's just us talking about, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I loved him in Spy Kids 2.
I feel like we're going to have a show dedicated to Clint Eastwood before the end of the year. I don't know if he's going to make it.
Yeah, I think Clint Eastwood and Bruce Willis are both candidates for this year's Deadpool.
Yeah. It's really fucked up with Bruce. God, that sucks.
His family seems to be like really devoted to taking care of him, though.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not too worried about Bruce. He'll be taken care of. He's gonna go through some hard times with his dementia, but I think he's in good hands.
It's the one thing that, like, even people I despise, I don't wish that on anyone. There's nothing more terrifying to me personally, than the idea of forgetting everything, including yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can think of a few people I'd be okay with it.
No, like even people I
even
really
with people
think
that
are scumbags, like, I would like them to remember who they are so they can at least remember that they're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and also it's the whole idea that it can happen to anybody, sort of thing. It's like, when I see somebody going through that, it just makes me think, that could happen to me. Fuck.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
Yeah.
I agree. It's not fun. There are plenty of people that I dislike. I wouldn't wish it on. There are a very select few I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else ice cream related, Jables?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Kids like to ride their bikes and scooters directly towards the front of the ice cream truck while I'm moving.
Oh yeah, that's not a brain dead decision at all.
They also, we have like a bullhorn speaker on the front
Mm-hmm.
to play the music. And kids just love to stand right in front of that fucking thing. And I'm like, it's fucking nuts.
So
People
yeah,
are
I
stupid
am
and we
not
know this.
responsible for hearing damage.
Yeah. Also, I was at this one place yesterday. It's the first place I went to. So many kids asking for free ice cream, for something free off the truck. It's like, later in the day after I've gotten some tips, maybe a few of them, and I might do like a little, hey, once all these other kids leave, well, just between you and me, yeah, I'll get you a free ice cream. I might do something like that. But it was my first stop of the day. It's like, I can't right now.
Also, like,
Uh,
that's just on the parents at that point. It's like, this is behavior
Yeah.
that you need to actively discourage.
Oh, agreed.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't have your kids going around expecting fucking handouts all the time.
Oh, at that same space, because it was like an apartment complex. Kids were like trying to jump in the back of the truck and shit, and like they were a fucking handful. They're little monsters.
Like, I was, this has been a while ago, like a month or so, maybe. No, maybe a few weeks. But this guy at the Speedway that I stopped at, like, tried to just, like, give me a couple of drinks. Like, a couple of big gulps that I had gotten. And I'm like, no, I'm paying for these.
Yeah. Wait, why? What? Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Well, one, because that's how I am. It's like, I was intending to pay for these, therefore I am going to pay for them. And also, it's like, like, I don't want to potentially get the dude in shit either.
Yeah.
Because I've worked, a service station, and management don't take kindly to you just giving people shit.
Yeah, whenever I give free shit, it's always from like tips that I made that day. Or like I've told you all before, like I keep a bunch of quarters, so if like a kid is short a bit. There's a lot of kids that come up with only $1, but the cheapest thing is $1.50, and it's like, all right, I got you. That's fine.
Also, in the case of like the two big gulps, like I had like a large and a medium. It's like,
yeah,
dude, you'd only be
That's
saving
like
me like
$15.
It's like 2.
Oh, I haven't had a big
Your
gulp
girlfriend's
in like
on
20 years.
YouTube, by the way, Jables.
Oh yeah,
It's
hey,
like
Dana.
it's like 2 and some change for the both of them. It's like, you're not saving me that much, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pay for these. So,
All right.
there's something I kind of wanted to know more about. Something that
Okay.
you messaged me about. So, apparently you thought that you encountered a psychopath?
Yeah, I told Rimshee about this already, but
He told me about this. He couldn't wait.
Yeah,
Like, he told me too, but you didn't go into details.
Yeah, so
Whereas I think you messaged me right after it happened.
I definitely messaged you as soon as I got home. I don't know if it was right after. Yeah, so I was in this little area. It was one of those like upscale trailer parks. Like everything's manicured with like bushes and there's grass and everybody's got a double wide and stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, they might as well be houses. You know.
Yeah, except they don't do so well on high winds.
Yeah. But that area doesn't experience much of that, so it's all good. Yeah, so I'm driving around in my ice cream truck, music going. And this whole group of little girls, I guess they were having like a sleepover or something, come up. And most of them are buying stuff, but there's this one little girl that's like, I need to see your driver's license.
Yeah, this girl.
No, you don't. And then I go to like help everybody else that's buying shit. She's like, I didn't know you're legit. Where'd you get this truck? And I was like, I stole it. She's like, what? And the other girls that she was with were just like, no, he's just lying. I was like, I'm joking. There's a difference. Yeah, I'm just joking around. No, I didn't steal this truck. I work for a guy. He has a couple of these. She was just like, well, okay. And then she keeps like grilling me. Like she sees my my box knife in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, why do you have a pocket knife?
It's like,
It's like you.
it's a box cutter. And
Yeah, it's a box
useful.
cutter. I break. Yeah, there's boxes. She's like, okay. She's just like trying to find something to nail me on.
Like, I've got a box cutter.
Yeah.
It's one of those nice ones where you push
Also-
a button, it can flick out.
Also, it doesn't matter. I'm an adult. It doesn't matter why I have a knife. It's a useful tool.
Yeah. Really, the only reason why I stopped carrying a knife
A bush?
daily is that I just fell out of the habit because when I was doing the Amazon job, I wasn't allowed to have anything on me. So I just fell out of the habit of carrying my knives with me.
Yeah. And
Probably at least
only
gonna start
reason I don't
carrying
have-
my box
Those aren't
cutter again.
candy, Bubba.
the only
Yeah.
reason why I don't have mine on me right now is because just before the show, I switched into some shorts. So,
Come on. What you need?
yeah, they're in my jeans. So, anyways, all of her friends are done buying. She doesn't buy shit. Day keeps going. I'm still going through this whole trailer park thing. I run into them later, like closer to their house.
Mhm.
And she's like, I still haven't seen your driver's license. And I was like, all right, I'll bite. What is she gonna do when she sees my driver's license? So I show her my driver's license because I don't know. I was just curious where things were gonna go.
Like, I'll humor this and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, maybe I can make a bit out of this. Let's see what happens. She looks at it for a little bit, and then she's like, your picture looks like you're about to rob a bank. I was like, yeah, that's how I got this truck, is I robbed a bank, and I bought a bunch of these trucks. And she just yells out to her friends, hey, everybody call 991. And it was like, I'm joking. I didn't rob a bank. And then she starts looking in the truck and she's like, I don't see any boxes in there, so why do you have the knife? And then I get out of the truck, I go to the back, I open the freezer, and I pull out some boxes. I'm like, here's some boxes. And then her friend's like, see, he has boxes. Yeah. I don't know. She was like dead-eyed and emotionless through all of this, though. That's the whole thing.
Oh.
She's either a psychopath or autistic with shitty parents that try to get into everybody's business.
Yeah, she definitely sounds like a future Karen.
Oh, for sure. And it took every bit of my willpower to not say, if you keep acting like this, you're not gonna have friends anymore.
Well, hell, even
Because
the people that she has around her are telling her that she's being crazy.
Yeah. Oh, also, here's the thing that I left out. When I first pull in to this area, there's like this roundabout thing. And the middle of the roundabout is just like this big grass field with some trees and stuff. nice shitty area to chill. And there's just this one little girl just like chilling by herself in a chair with her bike parked next to her, sunglasses on, and she's literally just laying back, like she's chilling, like just enjoying the day.
It's just like when it's just like, what are you doing? It's like, me? Nothing.
Yeah.
Just hanging around.
I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Jack shit is the kind of energy that she had. So when that group of girls first approached me, she came up to them and was like, "Hey, can I come and hang out at your place today?" And like the main girl, not the psychopath one, was like, "I already have like 5 people over. I don't know if you can come hang out and stuff like that." And I was like, "Well, ditch this chick asking me for my ID and get the chill as fuck chick to hang out with you, because she seems awesome,
man."
like just first impressions, I'm like, nah, that's the person to hang out with. Asking the ice cream man for his driver's license and shit, no bueno.
Yeah, it's like,
she has to have some sort of social power in that school or something. Because I saw 0 redeeming qualities from her for why she would be invited to that slumber party.
yeah, like this is like like, you should probably think about locking your kitchen cabinets type of behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, but little girl chilling in the roundabout. I don't know. I'd play Phase 10 and Skippo with her and Uno. She seems chill. Psychopath chick would constantly accuse me of cheating.
And possibly put Drano in something that I'm going to consume.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's fair to say she would accuse you of cheating. She would never make the accusation. She'd make the assumption.
Every game that I would win would end with her saying, "You cheated."
Yeah, fair bet.
Yeah.
So,
and then, Perry, you're saying she wanted to rob me of all the ice cream? No.
no, she didn't buy
ask
anything.
for a freebie. She didn't ask for anything. She didn't buy anything. She didn't ask her friends to buy anything. She didn't want any ice cream. She just wanted to be a bitch. That's it.
So, since we have ice cream as the topic,
Yeah.
I want to bring up something that I came to a realization of earlier today.
Oh wait, real quick. I tried the Reese's ice cream bar last night for the first time. Delicious.
Oh yeah,
Good choice.
those are good.
Good choice from the truck. Avoid the snow cone.
Well,
I don't know why
yeah.
kids keep buying it. I sold a shit ton of them yesterday.
Was it particularly hot yesterday?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Some.
Yeah, but for the same price, you can get so much better stuff.
Yeah, but snow cone tends to go a little longer than other.
And it does
options.
have a gumball. So I guess that's a selling point too.
But yeah, the realization that I came to earlier today, after seeing an ad while playing solitaire, is that, you know what? Sprinkles are bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know when this fucking trend started of like, oh, it's like, I want ice cream with sprinkles. It's like, why? What does it
Movies.
contribute?
I've only seen it in movies.
You don't taste
no,
them.
like I've seen
barely
it
add
in-
texture.
I have seen it in real life, like at a buffet with like the soft serve, and they got all the gummy bears
Yeah.
and sprinkles and stuff like that. Yeah, throw in some sprinkles. Sprinkles look cool, but it's not like if I ask for sprinkles and they're like, that'll be 25 cents extra, I'm like, fuck the sprinkles. It doesn't matter if I have the 25 cents or not. Not worth it just for my ice cream to look cute.
Well, it's like, oh, here's these brown ones. It's like, these are chocolate sprinkles. No, they're not. Don't lie to me. They don't taste like anything.
No, the chocolate ones do have a slight chocolate flavor. I will say that.
Yeah, bullshit.
Maybe it's psychosomatic.
Sprinkles are a fucking Psy-Op.
Sprinkles are a Psy-Op. Yeah. By the way, title of the episode: Sprinkles are a Psy-Op.
Yeah, like you bring up like the buffet stuff. It's like, oh, yeah, they got sprinkles at the buffet, but a lot of buffets also have like ground up like Oreo cookies. That's a way
gummy
better
bears
topping to put on
and
ice
stuff
cream.
like that. Yeah.
But yeah, like sprinkles, they don't contribute anything to the flavor of your ice cream. They're purely an aesthetic choice. They're bullshit. We were sold on lies.
I think they're added little mini pockets of sugar, but that's the type of flavor that they add. And but other than that, yeah, no, they make it look pretty. And sprinkles are I got it. Okay. Yeah, sprinkles are an emotional thing. Cuz they're fun and they're pretty. It's like confetti at a party. Nobody gives a fuck about the confetti. It just makes things look pretty and it's fun. That's literally it.
Oh yeah, like confetti cake mix. It's like entirely visual.
Yeah.
Like it does nothing to distract you from the fact that this is just plain white cake, basically.
Which is tasty. I'm not going to discount it. I do enjoy it. I do like confetti cake.
Yeah, I like a yellow better.
We're not talking about what's better. We're talking about just straight enjoyment. I'm cool with it. I'm not
Also,
much of a cake person.
Why is it that birthday cake as a flavor like does not in any way translate from like the confetti like cake mixes?
I don't know.
Like I once tried like Hershey's Kisses. Like they had like a birthday cake variety and those were so goddamn bad. They were vile, disgusting.
Well, it's like we have little ice cream and bubblegum flavored like ice cream bars on the truck.
Yeah. And you said the cotton candy ones were really popular.
Yeah.
Mainly because they're cheap.
Bubblegum's really popular too. And I don't get it. I've never been big on bubblegum flavor throughout my entire life. But people love that shit. I've seen people rack up a bill of like $20+ off the truck. But their first thing that they asked for was one of those cotton candy or bubblegum things.
As I like artificial, like we talked about last time, like artificial cotton candy flavor is just awful.
They're getting the strawberry shortcake. They're getting the Reese's. They're getting drumsticks.
Ooh, drumstick, great choice.
Yeah.
Especially the caramel drumsticks. So good.
Yeah, caramel drumsticks, underrated. Not enough people know about them. Dude, I was so bummed. I had the bottom 2 drumsticks in my box of them. At the end of the day
100%
yesterday,
agree on the caramel ones.
Yeah, neither of them had the cardboard top on them.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they were just exposed. It's like, I'd bite the bullet and just eat it because I'm a fucking animal. But it's like I can't sell these now.
Oh, no.
But drumsticks are awesome. $5 off the truck though, I think is a little pricey.
Yeah.
But it is a truck coming
I mean,
to
like,
you, which is also the verification that I have for it.
Even like if you're getting them for like grocery stores, you know, like drumstick, like name brand drumstick has always been a bit more of a premium option in the ice cream bar aisle.
Yeah. Best value on the ice cream truck, Bomb Pops. We have like 4 different varieties that I carry every day. The original, the extreme sour. We started selling the watermelon. And the watermelon with the candy seeds, and then we got the banana fudge.
I still remember that message you sent me.
Oh, we're not gonna say that on Twitch.
It was really. It's like, oh man.
I never understood that stereotype because I love watermelon candies and stuff when I was a kid. Watermelon flavored everything. I loved it. So I never understood the stereotype. And then I started entering like the real world and I realized a lot of white people just don't get watermelon stuff. Actually, you know what? We will say.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look up what I said to you.
I know exactly what you said. I can say it right now.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So, Jables sent me a message. He's like, we got the watermelon bomb pops in stock. First kid to buy one was black. The jokes write themselves.
Yeah. That's. I want to be clear. That's just what happened. I'm not saying anything. It's literally just what happened.
Gotta go. Where's my glasses?
Yeah. Yeah. But honest, if you're gonna buy off an ice cream truck, any variety of bomb pop is your go-to. It's $3 for any of them.
No?
And they're big. They're bigger than my dick. They're like that big.
Well, it's
joking.
not
They're
hard
like
to be
that
bigger than your dick.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, you got a good.
Yeah, it's like
You got to.
Jables is more working like. You remember Scribblers?
Oh, jeez. Never had them.
I
remember
The
commercials. for 'em.
popsicles that look like crayons.
Yeah. I'm girthier than that. I'm about as girthy as a bomb pop.
About as,
But I don't
about
have
as
that
long as a
length.
bottle cap, though.
Yeah. Yeah, real tuna can sort of situation. I know Dina's driving right now, so that's why she's not responding in chat, but I know she would.
Yeah, she'd be agreeing with us, sharing her absolute disappointment.
I know, right? Rimshee, did I ever send you a dick pic? That sounds like a yes. Damn, I must have been drunk. Rimshee, apparently you're quiet again.
What the fuck?
No.
Why? Why? Alright, if it still says I'm quiet, then what the fuck is going on with my software? Alright, I'm way the hell up now.
How's that, Pav? Oh, Oh, Pav, good question. Rimshee, are you using the right mic?
I'm checking right now.
So,
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know, I just had to turn
So-
up my settings.
So yesterday at the at one of the apartment complexes, there was this little girl that was like, "Hey, do you have stuff for free?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't have anything for free right now." Apparently, you're loud now, Rimshee. And then she was almost immediately when I said I don't have anything for free, she was like, "Well, can I do something?" And then I just immediately went, "Nope." No, nothing you can do. And looking back on it, she probably just wanted to do like a cartwheel or something, but it was just like a girl asking if they can do something for getting
Yeah,
something for free it's sketchy in every iteration as a dude that deals with a lot of children. It's just like nope. Nope.
No,
Nope.
you
Nope.
cannot.
Nope.
And it's nothing to do
But
with
if she
you.
just wanted to like, if she just wanted to like sing a song or like do a cartwheel or something, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just, can I do something? No.
Yeah.
You be more specific, maybe.
If she was specific and said like, "Can I show you a magic trick? Can I do a cartwheel? Can I sing you a song?" I would have said yes to all of those. But when she said, "Can I do something?" and she was vague about it, I had to. My brain was like
Nope.
instantly shut this
Nope.
the fuck
Sketch.
down right now. In hindsight, I should have been like, "Yeah, sing me a song or do a cartwheel or something." I should have suggested something simple like that. But in the moment, I was stuck. So the only answer I had was no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but even then, like anybody that would like potentially see that could take that in a very wrong way.
And based on a lot of the people that were coming up, and a lot of shit going on in that apartment complex. Not the best apartment complex. I don't know what her home life is, and I don't know what something means to her. So,
Nope.
yeah. Yep. So instant. Nope. If it was a much nicer neighborhood, it might be like, what, like a cartwheel or something. But I should have asked cartwheel or like a magic trick or something like that. I should have done that. But I was in fight or flight. I just went instant no.
Yeah, probably for the best in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
Also,
take
scuppers
any
in the waiting room,
chances
I don't know
around
why.
other people's kids.
Huh?
Yeah, do you? Use your fucking roll if you want to talk.
Yeah, Scupper, you can pop in.
Uh,
Don't
tired
drag him
of
in this
telling
time
people
either,
this.
Rimshee.
No. If you
Let him pop in on his
Scup, if
own.
you want to hop in, hop in.
Yeah. It's like helping a child walk. Sometimes you just gotta let him do it.
There we go. Like, you're trying to be polite, Scup, but stop it. There's a reason you have the role.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, obviously, take a minute to
Will you
read the
man
room
me?
and where we're at, but other than that, just pop in. You're good.
Okay.
I haven't had food yet today.
Oh no, we're gonna get hangry, Rimshee.
Angry Rimshee. Uh-oh.
No, hangry. Yes.
It's the wife that gets hangry. I don't get hangry.
Debatable. Vampire, you're very right. Can't ask for a cartwheel if they're wearing a skirt or a dress. That's why I just shut it down immediately. And then I saw her parents, and I was like, oh, this is the white trash of white trash. I know these types of people. They're fine overall. But there's some arguments going on in that house all the time. And that kid is led to run amok. Not a bad kid. She was polite. I'll give her that. But it was still, don't be vague. She was holding like some sort of cards. They weren't playing cards.
Tarot cards, maybe?
No, not the right size or shape of tarot cards. Not a large enough deck either.
I see.
Yeah. Looked like some sort of like obscure trading card game. Maybe a new one that the kids are into now.
I see.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, Vampire, I would lean much towards like tell me a joke, sing me a song. That sort of stuff. Then do a cartwheel.
Gotcha.
That was just a thing that easy for kids to do to get them a free ice cream. That was just one of those things. Yeah. Anywho, Scup, why'd you pop in?
Yes, hello.
Yeah. What's up?
I have been out in Longview, Texas on an install, and I am loving the wonderful Texas weather. Last night there was at 12 o'clock and at 1 o'clock there was a wonderful 80 mile per hour plus wind storm warning. I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about 100 degrees here.
It's like 90 and
Dealing with that weather.
100%. 90 and 100% humidity.
Oh, great.
Oh, by the way, Scup, did you see
Gotta
that tan I'm
love
getting?
it.
Oh, look at that. That's a good farmer's tan, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see your other arm. Okay, good. At least it's even.
Yeah, well, it's even because I was mowing my parents' fields with the tractor the other day. Really evened it out.
Yeah. I had a similar thing going on last summer, fucking doing the fence.
Yeah.
When I used to work for the railroad, my right arm was always tanner than my left arm.
Yeah, it's a driver's tan.
Yes, but the opposite.
Why? Because you were always driving the wrong way on the road? Are you English?
No, on a locomotive, the control stands on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact about trains.
Trains.
And without saying anything specific, I'm sure there's members of our audience that are really interested in trains. Yeah, it's...
Well, there's a reason Scup ended up in trains.
Oh, is that what Scup's doing nowadays?
Not these days.
No, not these days, but I was chief mechanical officer for a short line railroad and a locomotive engineer for a while.
Yeah, P. Diddy was also into trains. Different trains, though.
Yeah, different train. The only lubrication I use is journal text.
Yeah.
And pretty sure that's not Diddy oil.
Oh, that reminds me. There were a couple things I wish I would have stolen from my work when I got fired. And one of them was the grease that we used. It's like food grade grease. Just to like grease up the threads on screws and stuff like that. But it's also really useful. It's useful for like any machining, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to. It's one of those things that when you have it, you find a million uses for it, but when you don't have it, you're like, damn, I wish I had it. Scupper, you're muting yourself the wrong way.
I know I muted myself the wrong way. I'm sorry. I'm not special.
You are special in all of our hearts.
I'm just trying to deafen the stupid Discord notifications that I keep getting. I should have everything muted, but I don't.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've got stuff
Worry
to cut
about
that
it at
out.
a different time.
If it becomes an issue, I can pull it out of the stream, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll stay unmuted. You glorious lesser
Yeah, the
saints of
muting and
Discord.
unmuting is more distracting.
Very well. Well, I'll discontinue my nonsense then.
Yeah, I like a flowing conversation, not me say something directly to you, and then now you're muted.
Very well. I
don't
apologize.
Like that.
I do apologize. It's the politeness again. I'm being naughty.
Yeah. We're not watching Courage the Cowardly Dog today. Well, chill your boots.
Oh, I'm glad that you realized that reference.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
I wasn't allowed to watch Scooby-Doo, but I could watch Courage the Cowardly Dog. Makes it 0 sense.
Yeah, because honestly, there's imagery in some episodes of Courage that is far more traumatic.
Like the lady with suction cups.
Everybody my age that watched Courage the Cowardly Dog gets creeped out by one phrase. Return the slab.
Yes.
Ugh.
That triggers PTSD in an entire generation of people. It's just like, oh no, not
Yeah.
him.
And my parents thought Scooby Doo was gonna be too scary, but I could watch Courage. Return to the Slab.
Also,
Naughty episode creeps me the fuck out. But I think the naughty episode with the nephew was actually a really good episode on these are creepy behaviors. Don't do this.
Yeah.
I think that was really informative for me.
My favorite episode was when they get sucked into the vacuum cleaner and the lint lady is there and she's like, "This here's my side of the lint, my side." That's me.
Yeah.
I'm the
That's a
lint
good one.
lady.
also
I like the
there's
one
just
with
like
with the
weird-
bath crocodile too. And it's a crocodile, not an alligator.
Also, you just like then you had like the really weird episodes, like the foot fungus one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah, I think Courage is an underrated show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Recently found this channel on my television. It's like part of the Samsung channels or whatever. And they play like some YouTube creators, cartoons that will be unmentioned and things of that nature. And it was bizarre.
Psychic Pebbles?
I woke up at
Freedom
like,
Tunes?
I was thinking like Meat Canyon, some stuff like that.
Oh yeah. You can mention people. I don't care.
Okay. I don't know the rules. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
cool
not like
enough.
they're gonna make money off of us or we're gonna make money off of them.
That's true.
Also, if they want to come on the show, pretty cool. Shout out to Jaden Animations. You're a weird fuck. I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
You know who I'd like to talk to is Brad Neely.
Yeah.
The dude who comes up with Neuroviz is fucking crazy too. His stuff's pretty crazy. I like it.
Well, the guy that does Smiling Friends started on YouTube under Psychic Pebbles.
Yeah, Smiling Friends is pretty out there too.
Yeah.
I think the most out there thing I've seen recently was I caught Alicia doing a stream the other night.
Alicia
she was
X
reacting to
Life
this-
or death or whatever.
Yeah, and she was reacting to this thing called Punch Forever.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking weird.
I think my weirdest animation experience was I dropped out of like Adventure Time around like season 3 or 4. And then I picked it back up and like watched the rest of the whole series. The first like 3 or 4 seasons are a ton of setup and lore drops for the last like 3 to 4 seasons to just do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I find it hard to talk about those last seasons because it gets really spoilery because there's so many callbacks to the first 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's
But
like
it's like it's very obvious that these certain things were planned to happen later on.
Also, like the emotional stuff. It's like after a while, it's just like anytime it's like there's an episode regarding Simon and Marceline, it's just like, oh god, I'm gonna get my heart broken.
Or even we can do small emotional stuff. Like there's an episode where Finn starts dating Fire Princess. And then there's like a miscommunication between him and Princess Bubblegum. And he had been sitting on this hill all night, just like writing out his thoughts in forms of poetry and just trying to figure out what the fuck he's going through. And then Bubblegum is just like, you can't see Fire Princess. And then he just screams at her, like, I've had a crush on you for so long. You can't drag me back. Now, I'm with Fire Princess. And essentially tells her to go fuck herself and walk away. And like, you know, that's like a real 14-year-old boy emotionally mature moment that I think is really great that Adventure Time showed.
Yeah, and even more so the fact that you're like, he's justified.
Yeah.
It's not that she's been stringing him along for that long, but it's also not like that's not true.
Well, within that episode, you also, within that whole blow up, you see that she didn't realize that Finn had a crush on her. That's another thing that they show it through the facial expressions. That's why it's such a good episode.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like for like anybody that's thought about trying, it's like it's not just like turn your brain off kids cartoon. Adventure Time is deeper than you think. There's a lot in there. It's very well crafted.
It is. It's one of those things you have to pay attention to. You have to pay attention to a lot of stuff in the beginning. It's just a very fun show for a while, and then it just
hits you.
Around season 4 or 5, it just like it starts digging a hole deep. And I mean digging a hole deep as in like emotionally and lore-wise. But it gave you all of the setup in the previous seasons.
And that's what we call...
Yeah, it's like get fulfilled on all the setups later on.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call good storytelling.
Yeah, it doesn't exist as much anymore.
Ice King is one of the greatest characters in cartoon media.
Also one of the saddest characters.
Oh, it's fucking devastating.
it's so brutal. It's
like when you first start out, it's like he's got a lot of weird quirks, and then like once you get like context for it later, it's like, oh my god, someone save this man.
Yeah, I'll give a little spoiler. Actually, sir, I'll let you know. I want you to let me know if I can give this spoiler. The reason why he's always looking for princesses.
That's a big one, though.
Is it that big?
It's also one of the most.
It's like character motivation thing.
Yeah, but it's also like one of the most devastating reveals of the later seasons.
Okay, so I won't. All right.
Especially with how that resolves.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
People, go watch it. Go watch Adventure Time. Like, legitimately, give it your time. It's a very fun show that is riddled with deep lore, character development, and I don't know. It's just a good time, and it's very well.
yeah,
written.
it does have like it basically like its bottle episodes where it's just like this is just like a little one-off adventure that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things.
Or like the Grables episodes, but a lot of those still end up meaning something later on, so it's not.
Yeah, but like it's one of those shows that it rewards you for paying attention and remembering things.
Yeah. Even the two-headed duck in the intro has a meaning.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
Like that's one thing that like indie animation nowadays. There's a lot of good stuff that's kind of like cropping up out there.
Yeah.
Like
if this show didn't get picked up by Cartoon Network, it would have been a 15-year series with an episode released like every 2 weeks.
Like there's this indie animation group on YouTube called Glitch. And their first major thing was murder drones. But they've got this new thing that they've been working on called the Amazing Digital Circus. And that show is interesting. Because it's just like, oh, like this, like bright colors and like 90s computer graphics. This looks fun. And then you actually get into it. It's just like, oh, this is existential horror. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the Halloween episode that they did. Fucking heart crushing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Made Kinger my favorite character. Jesus. I didn't know you've been watching Amazing Digital Circus.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, you were responding like you knew what I was talking about.
I'm familiar with the characters because I hear other people talk about it a lot.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
And while it's got mixed reviews from a lot of people, I do enjoy Vivzy Pop's stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty cool that we're actually going to get an official crossover between Hell of a Boss and Has-Been at some point.
Nice.
Because Hell of a Boss got picked up by Prime as well.
Yeah, I haven't watched Has-Been or Hell of a Boss. I hear great things about it.
Yeah, like I know there are some people that vehemently hate it. And there are others that say that it's poorly written.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't think the show's perfect. I don't think either show is perfect.
That's something
No
for you
show
and
is
Mama.
perfect. Except for maybe Courage. Courage is pretty perfect.
I do think there's some glaring issues, especially with like some individual episodes.
Atlas
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Avatar: The
I
Last
get an
Airbender
echo.
is pretty good.
I really like when shows that are kind of made for children don't patronize the children. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a very good example of that.
Oh yeah, it's like I think it was C.S. Lewis, and I can't remember the exact wording of the quote. But basically, like he said, like a story that can only be enjoyed by children is not a well-written story.
Yeah. Children are just little people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like,
make
I hate
joke
the
that
excuse, it's like-
buys into politics a bit, so I'm gonna not touch that.
I just hate the mentality of just like, oh, it's like it's stuff for kids. It's like
I'm
that
in
doesn't
agreement
mean
with
it has
you.
to be bad.
I'm in agreement with you. I was just gonna make a comment about a certain sect of our population being mentally children.
Oh, yeah, whatever. They're retarded. They're not
mental
mentally
midgets
children.
are a thing. We don't pay
Yeah.
them any mind except to laugh at them.
Yeah, but with the ice cream truck, I always make the effort to like crouch down and like get on eye level with the kids when like they're paying their parents, because one thing that happens a lot is parents teaching their kids how to pay for stuff, and I'm always crouching down to get on their eye level while they pay for stuff. So like there's an equality thing. I don't know how to describe it, but I know the kids walk away feeling better about the situation.
Show them some respect.
Yeah.
About how you
It's
treat
like
them.
But I'm also out here in an area, bunch of corn-fed boys. There's like 7-year-olds that are as tall as me. It's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. The type of country that professional wrestling territories would like to recruit from back in the day.
Yeah. Oh no, this is
Who?
the demographic. I legitimately think some of my social issues was that I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling as a kid, but everybody else watched wrestling as a kid in my area.
Yeah, like that's something that I've actually gotten into the last couple of years, is that I watch a lot of documentaries on pro wrestling. Because
I
it's
love the
just
documentaries.
fascinating.
I like the documentaries, and like growing up, I would hear about everything that was going on. All the plot lines, all the storylines that were happening and stuff like that, because all the kids around me were talking about it, but I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling, so it's like I wasn't involved, but I'm aware, if that makes a difference.
Also, 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway, fantastic podcast.
All right, I might check it out.
Mark Calloway was the Undertaker
Yeah.
in WWE.
I get most of my wrestling information from comedian Dan Soder and Zach Amico, who is currently touring with ICP doing independent wrestling events.
Yeah. I've seen a few matches involving ICP. They're not great.
No, they're not great, but they do bring on great people that were independent or are independent. No, they're not independent anymore because I work for them. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Doesn't matter how contracts work.
Yeah.
They do have an eye for good talent, so they do put on a good show when they're touring around for their thing.
Yeah, because like the old say is like wrestling's fake. It's like wrestling is scripted.
Yeah, it's very real. That guy's actually bleeding.
Yeah, it's like one of the most talked about moments in wrestling. You know, fucking Hell in the Cell.
What, Chris Benoit?
Undertaker and Mankind, also known as Mick Foley, where Undertaker throws Mick off the top of the cage and he falls like 20 fucking feet into the Spanish announce table. That wasn't fake.
Yeah.
Mick dislocated his fucking shoulder in that fall.
There's the whole Chris Benoit thing. There's been several situations where like people have broken
It's
their
the wrong
backs or
word,
necks.
basically.
Yeah, people have broken their
Well, yeah,
backs
like-
or necks, but there's enough muscle there to hold everything together that they're still alive.
Like fucking.
You can make the argument it's not
probably the most-
honest, but it's sure as fuck real.
Like probably the most famous wrestler of all time, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
You know,
Shout
like
out, Steve.
he was doing a match with Owen Hart, and Owen Hart did a pile driver wrong, spiked Austin right on his head, fucking broke his neck, and
Yeah.
temporarily paralyzed him.
Yeah.
And it ended up costing him his career later on, because he just a nagging injury.
Speaking of Stone Cold, that the comedian I mentioned earlier, Dan Soder, was working with another comedian that I really like, Dan St. Germain. Audience, write these comedians down and check them out. Trust me.
And
If you like their jokes, they're 1,000 times better. But yeah, Dan St. Germain and Dan Soder were actually working with Stone Cold on an animated show called Stone Cold Law, where Stone Cold becomes a lawyer.
yeah, actually,
Do I need to say more?
no, I'm sold. But yeah, actually, one of the greatest.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
tragedies-
Harvey Birdman, but Stone Cold. Yeah, essentially.
One of the greatest tragedies in professional wrestling was Owen Hart.
Hmm.
No, keep ad block.
'Cause,
Fuck
yeah.
ads. Fuck ads.
His,
keep ad block.
His harness wasn't secure, and yeah, he fell from the rafters and landed chest first on the ropes, and he died in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't he land directly on a turnbuckle?
No, like I think he went chest first into the top rope, but just like those ropes are taut, and
Yeah.
just the distance that he fell, it caved his chest in.
Yeah, I've had the unique opportunity to like, well, I don't know if it's that unique to like fuck around in a ring
Hmm.
when they're shaking them around and stuff. the reason why they can shake around is more of the connections as opposed to how the ropes actually bend.
But yeah,
Does
like
that
you
make
take a
sense?
concentrated impact. Yeah, you take a concentrated impact to your chest from like 20, 25 feet up.
Yeah.
It ain't good. I think that was only a few years after his match with Steve.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Pav, if you have a moral disagreement with disabling your ad block, use Brave Browser, or we're also on YouTube.
No, he if you read the one right above.
Yeah.
Also, there's when that thing pops up on the screen in Twitch, there's a little X in the corner of the box that you can click to make it go away.
Did not know that.
It's just one of those like, try enabling ads. No.
Wait, hold on, Rimshee, do we still have the affiliate link for Brave Browser?
I have no idea.
Anyways, get Brave Browser. It has a built-in ad block. I'll do a free promo for them. I don't give a fuck. I love the browser. Yeah, Brave Browser has a built-in ad block that YouTube can't detect. Like most sites cannot detect the ad block that is built into Brave Browser. So like, use that shit. Twitch is a little bitch about ads though, and they figured out a way to make everybody watch ads whether or not we employ them or not. Rimshee, run an
Yeah.
ad break.
I could.
Yeah, do a 1 minute ad break.
I gotta remember how I do that.
Gentlemen, I'm getting a phone call and I must go.
This is how.
Okay, we'll buy a Scott.
30-second ad.
Yeah, 40-second ad break. All right, let's go.
30. 3-0.
Oh, 30. All right. We should probably end the show soon.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
anyone that has a sub can view us.
We're
Yeah.
coming up on what would be a normal end time anyway.
Yeah. I just thought it would be funny to run an ad break right now. That's all.
Yeah, our one ad we've done in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
5 minutes before the show ends.
What? You're complaining about ads? Here's an ad. Fuck you. Yeah, and we got about 1 cent off of that.
If that.
At the most. Nice. Vampire got the Walking Dead ad. I didn't know Walking Dead was still going. So that's surprising to me.
Yeah. They've got so many like spin-offs and like side shows. It should have died a while ago.
The way I know how people work, all this shit should have been figured out by like season 4. Because they're also in America with guns and guns and guns. There are guns owned by more private people in the entire United States than there are in the rest of the world. Also, these are walkers. They're slow as fuck. This problem should be solved by now. When someone dies, you give them an extra stab to the head. Done.
Call it good.
Groups of walkers, yeah, they're an issue. However, we're still in the US. If I can pick a can from 50 yards with a pellet gun, imagine what I could do with a rifle, with just like a 22 rifle. I'm doing one shots on all these fucking zombies.
Yeah, like a lot of people that like have actually like run the math and like, you know, thought about it intelligently. It's just like, yeah, it's like in our world with like current society and the way like technology and like military tactics are, it's like zombie apocalypse never gets off the ground.
It starts, things are weird for like a week, but after that,
Like it gets localized and contained pretty fucking quickly.
Yeah. Especially with like how much communication we have. Like it's not. All right.
Also, just the fact that like everybody is just like even momentarily is just like sees anybody like shambling around, it's like it's like zombie, get him.
Nah, it's just a heroin addict.
Same difference.
But if there's like a massive breakout and stuff, no, it'll be solved so fast. It's a non-issue. When I was in high school, a zombie apocalypse might have been an issue. In other countries, a zombie. In other countries that don't have guns, a zombie apocalypse might be an issue. In the U.S.,
yeah, places like China.
Yeah, in the U.S., I'm fine if a zombie apocalypse happens. For one, I'm close enough to a base that I can hear revelry every night. For two...
Also, the other thing is, like, if it starts up during winter, it's definitely not happening.
Yeah, for two, I'm also in a weird, place surrounded by fields, so we can see anybody coming. For three, I know one of the largest wheat producers of the country, and if I need a place to go and get like a little chunk of land, I know where to go. So, also, you guys are all welcome. You're fine. I've already cleared it with the dude. We've talked about it. Just make your way to, I sent you the coordinates before, so I'm not gonna spout that on air. I don't need all you fucks.
Yeah, I'll be driving my truck. My wife will be driving the Ford.
Yeah. We'll have all the food and shelter we need. Don't even worry about it. And plus, it's out of the blast zone for the base that's nearby. So.
I'm in a little protected valley, so even if I was within the range of a blast zone, I'm probably only gonna have to get under cover.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want food and shelter, gotcha, guys. Sir, you're gonna have a lot longer of a travel than Rimshee. Rimshee, you have about
20 hours.
Rimshee, you have about I was gonna say 10, but
It's about 6. It was about 16 to drive up there with Scub. And we drove straight through the night.
I'm farther south and more east than I was then, so.
Yeah, but I'm also taking into account that there's a good chance that there could be some road damage that would extend my time frame. Given how close San Francisco is and what a big target that is.
Or just talking nuclear apocalypse. But yeah, it would take me, like, driving, it would take me, like, 3 days.
Yeah.
Assuming all the roads were good.
Alright. Rimshee, I'm curious. I'm gonna send you my current address. And I'm curious how long that would take.
Give me a moment.
Do not put that on screen, please.
Damn you. You ruined my plans.
Yeah. I have to check because there was a lot of population when I was living in Seattle, so I didn't give a fuck about giving out my address. Here, it's also my parents live here, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you have so much property.
Dude, I should give you a video tour of the shop at some point. You want to do that later after the show?
Yeah, maybe.
Because it used to be a vet clinic. So there's like upstairs areas where they used to do like over the top stuff for horses and stuff.
Yeah, straight drive time, we're looking at the earliest I'd be there would be 15 hours. But keep in mind that includes bridges, so if I have to go around bridges, that could bring it up to 16, 17 hours. And if there is damage on the road along the way, that could bring it up even higher.
Alright, what was the time?
15 hours.
That's not bad. I drove for 11 hours the other day. Was I exhausted? Yeah. But I could have done another 5.
Yeah. So it's like, you can only sit for so long, especially
Yeah.
in cars.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so that's why I give them like 16 hours for like potty breaks and grabbing some snacks. But it's but this is also an emergency situation. Like they have to get here.
Yeah. We're talking a situation where I live is compromised. That's an interesting situation. In and of itself.
Where it's like we're talking a situation where like Rimshee can't get food where he's at and needs a place in a community that'll protect his family. That's the type of situation we're talking about. And also, Pav, you saying it would take about 4 hours for you to get here? You're not invited, bud. I'm sorry. You fall off cliffs.
While trying to pee. Oh, I'm not close enough to this cliff. Let me get on!
We literally had to pull you up off a cliff, dude. You didn't have to get that close. We all understood you were taking a piss, and it was an empty parking lot.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to think about POV around farm equipment. That's just a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, but POV around farm animals could be funny.
Well, I mean, Pav could use a hoe if we taught him properly.
Yeah, he could use a hoe, but what about the farming implement?
You know.
Do you not remember the time you fell off a cliff?
That would be ingrained in my memory and be like a constant state of insecurity for me.
That would pop up right before I go to sleep to remind me, yeah, you're not all that muck and fudge, bro.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying you should be insecure about it. It was very funny for the rest of us, and it could happen to the best of us.
Oh man, you just reminded me.
It's really easy to make fun of you because it actually did happen to you.
Rimshee just reminded me. It's like, y'all ever experience a hypnagogic jerk?
A what?
A hypnagogic jerk.
I don't know what that's I don't know what that is.
It's basically like it usually happens like right as you're getting ready to fall asleep, like as your body is relaxing. For some reason, like your brain misfires, like sends a weird signal. Basically,
yeah, like sometimes when I'm about to fall asleep, I get the feeling that I'm falling.
Yeah, that's a hypnagogic jerk.
I didn't know that there was a name for it. I thought I was just fucking crazy and not allowed to sleep.
Nope, like it's a thing where like as your body is relaxing, your brain for some reason is just like, oh fuck, we're falling. Sees everything up.
Yeah, that's happened to me since I was a kid. Sometimes, and it feels like the way that my body jerks. It feels like my body was elevated and hits the bed. The way that my body jerks. So it freaked me out, and I was raised really religious, and so I thought I was getting possessed for a long time, but I didn't want to tell anybody because I thought I would be in trouble for getting possessed because I was listening to heavy metal and looking into why Christianity isn't true. So I thought I was getting possessed for a long time. Thank you for telling me that that's just like an actual thing that more than just me goes through.
Yep, it's the hypnic or the hypnagogic jerk.
All right.
A sudden involuntary muscle twitch that happens as a person is drifting off to sleep. It's a common phenomenon and most people experience them occasionally. And it never fails to startle the fuck out of me.
Yeah, every time it's happened, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be awake for the next 2 hours because was I floating or not? I don't fucking know.
Exactly. It's like, well, I was tired. I'm not
Let me
now.
throw on a couple episodes of that 70s show and maybe I'll start feeling sleepy.
All that means...
But I don't know, my adrenaline is fucking here right now. And so, fuck this shit.
All that means is that there were enemies nearby when you tried to go to sleep.
Yeah, can't rest with enemies nearby.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot when my wife's nearby.
You know,
can't
I
rest,
noticed...
can't fast travel. Bullshit.
I noticed it started happening a lot more. Wait, never mind. Not making that joke. Let's move on.
Well, that's in the show, actually.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our new regular time, at least for this month.
Is it going to happen next week, too? I thought you had work next week.
No, we chose today because I have Mondays off for the rest of the month.
Got it.
We're playing it by ear, people.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm driving an ice cream truck. Gather your ice cream truck questions to spew off in the chat. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Signal
Same time,
your
same place.
intentions. Don't just stare at people.
Yes. If an ice cream truck driver is driving by, do some sort of wave, either a move on wave or a hey, come here wave. So I know what the fuck you're doing. Don't just stare.
Creepy.
You want to know another funny part about that? Is there was some lady up the street that did a big old wave at me. And I told her, thank you for waving. Some people just stare. And then when I got to the end of the street, it was just 10 people staring at me.
It's like, damn it. I manifested
And then
that
she was
one,
still
didn't I?
chilling on the porch. She was still chilling on the porch on my way back down that street because it was a dead end. And I started telling her about that, and she's like, yeah, those people are weird. Don't bother with them. All right, everybody else have a good night.
Yep.
I love you in a
Bye,
parasocial way.
everyone.